So we're doing a little sit down video today. I have a little pineapple thing going on. We're just saying that I'm channeling this little guy here. I really just need to get my hair like re-bleached and sorted and stuff, but right now this is what we're working with. I've also just got the shower, so it's a bit wild. But I was inspired by Gavin Reads It All, who very recently, as in like an hour ago, uploaded their video where they are looking through the New York Times new top 100 best books of the 21st century. I think this got released quite recently, actually, and I like kind of heard it had been released and then completely forgot about it. And then I saw Gavin upload a video where he is basically like going through it all to see how many he's read and like taking shots and stuff. And I thought I would have a go at doing something that's a little bit similar, except I'm not going to be doing shots because I don't actually drink. But I am, if you've been watching my reading wrap-ups and TBRs, you'll know that I'm currently doing a bingo board at the moment where I'm trying to read at least 50% of all of my purchased books for this year. And part of the issue for that is I keep buying books. So I'm going to challenge myself because honestly, I don't think I've read very many of these top 100 books. I'm guessing 5, honestly. If I've got more than 5, then I'll be very happy. But like, I've been trying to read more diversely, and I think that there's still a lot of work I have to do. And I think a lot of these books, I may have heard of a lot of them. I don't think I'll have read them. So I'm putting a penalty system on this basically. So for every book on this list that I have read, I'm allowed to buy one more book throughout the rest of this year. So just to caveat this, I am not counting these 2 events that I'm going to in the latter half of the year. I'm going to Hay and Wye in September, and that is like the book village, and I'm not gonna like keep this count for that because like it's like I don't get a chance to go there very often. It's my first time there, and I don't want to be like I'm only allowed to buy like 3 books. So I'm not gonna count this count for that, and I'm not gonna count it for that I'm going to Yalk in November. And part of the whole reason for me going to Yalk, as well as like meeting all the good authors and all the cool panels and events that'll be happening, is also that I know a lot of like subscription box things will be there, and it's a good chance to get like books on a bit of a discount that I want. So I'm not counting it for those 2 events, but basically throughout the rest of the year, it is the 11th of August as I'm filming this, so that is still a good August, September, October, November. For the next 5 months, I am only allowed to buy as many books as what I've read in this list. So we'll see, because obviously there's still books that I want to get. There are still books that I probably want to pre-order. Like I'm reading some ongoing series, and I'm going to be really sad if I can't buy them. So this is going to be a good penalty for me, basically. Without further ado, let us have a look at what we've read. Fun fact, I was almost going to do this as a reward system because I do actually think it's, for me, it's impressive if I read some of the books, and I was actually going to be like, for every book I've read, I'm allowed to buy this many manga, because I don't buy manga very often, but there are actually some series I want to keep collecting this year. But then I was like, no, you know what is probably a better idea is the penalty system. So without further ado, let's have a look at this list and let us see how many books I'm allowed to buy for the rest of 2024. Okay, here we go. Gosh, I'm nervous. What if I've not read any of them? That'll mean that I'm just not allowed to buy any books apart from what those 2 events. Oh, okay, I'm ignoring whatever this graphic is. As voted on by 503 novelists, non-fiction writers, poets, critics, and other book lovers, with a little help from the staff of the New York Times Book Review. Okay, so they are the 10 best, in collaboration. Oh, okay, so basically they sent a bunch of surveys asking them to name the 10 best books published since January 1st, 2000. Oh, so these are all I didn't actually click that the best books of the 21st century was like, it has to be from 2000. Okay, interesting. This could mean I've read more or less. I actually don't know. Okay, here we go. On to the first one. Tree of Smoke. I've never heard that before in my life. So, okay. It's a Vietnam Sea thing. Okay, you can tick this off, so that's quite fun. Okay. Ali Smith, How to Be Both. No. Actually, sounds quite interesting though. Bel Canto by Anne Patchett. No, but at least I've heard of Anne Patchett. That is something. Men We Reaped, a memoir by Jesmyn Ward. No. Wayward Lives, Beautiful Experiments. No. Bring Up the Bodies. That's a good title. Oh, it's from the author of Wolf Hall, which I have heard of. Zadie Smith on Beauty. Oh shit, have I read this? I may have read this actually. I feel like this was a university text. I'm gonna go. I need to read more about it. A reinvention of Howard's End. Ooh, I did read Howard's End. Was that because I read this? A tale of two professors, one proudly liberal, the other staunchly right-wing, whose respective families, rivalries and friendships unspool over nearly 450. So let's have a look. I don't know if I've rated it though. I've read it! I gave it 3 stars. Okay, we have 1. 1 on the counter. Okay, beautiful. I didn't expect to get one this early. I have apparently read On Beauty. I don't think I thought it was great. I don't know what I thought about Howard's End either, though. Let's have a look what I wrote Howard's End. I'm curious now. Did I even write a review for this? Not a bad book, but I'd probably have scored higher if it wasn't blatantly copying Howard's End. I read it in 2012. I don't think I realised it was supposed to be doing that. I also rate Howard's End 3 stars, so yeah, apparently I just wasn't really fussed about either of them. Oh, Station 11. I do want to read this one, but I haven't read it yet. Unfortunately. Elena Ferrante, The Days of Abandonment. No. Never heard of it. The Human Stain. Oh, Philip Roth. I've heard of him, though. The Sympathizer, a novel by Viet van Nguyen. That name sounds familiar. The Return. Nope. The Collected Stories of Lydia Davis. No. Detransition Baby. I read this one. I wasn't crazy on it, I've gotta say. Yeah, I didn't love it. I thought it was really interesting in how it did kind of show trans people and detransitioning and stuff, but I wasn't crazy on it overall. I didn't love it. So we're at 2. Frederick Douglass. No. Anything that's history, I'm not gonna have read, let's face it. George Saunders, Pastoralia. A caveman languages at a theme park. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Ooh, I'm adding that to my to-read list. I've never heard of it, but I'm like weird short stories. That is a cover that I don't enjoy. Let's switch it to the cover that is there. Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I want to read that. As soon as I saw Dead Maiden Aunt comes back to screaming, yeah, I was sold. Okay, The Emperor of All Maladies. No. When We Cease to Understand the World. No. I'm not really about quantum theory. Hurricane Season. Nope. Oh dear. See, I liked the start of this when it was talking about Baroque and witches in a fictional Mexican village, but then a young girl is impregnated by her stepfather, and I'm kind of out. Pulphead essays, no. The Story of the Lost Child, no. Another? Oh, just forward by Lydia Davis. I was going to say Lydia Davis has been in her a lot. A Manual for Cleaning Women, no. I can't tell what that's called. Is it called the other name, or is it called I Is Another? Oh, it's not. It's not called any of that. It's called Septology. Okay, that's confusing. Okay. An American Marriage. No. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I have this on my shelves, but I haven't got to it yet. That's so annoying. Exit West. No. Olive Kitteridge? Wow, I've not heard of most of these. The Passage of Power. No. Second-hand time, the last of the Soviets. Again, we're getting history. The Copenhagen trilogy. That is a cool cover. It's a memoir. Okay, interesting. Ooh, she got wedded to a psychotic doctor. That sounds terrifying. All Aunt Hager's Children. No. The New Jim Crow. No. The Friend. Is it actually about a dog? No, it isn't. Far from the Tree. No. There's a lot of non-fiction here as well. We the Animals. Nope. The Plot Against America. The Great Believers. Okay, it's an age story apparently. I'm interested to see how many of these actually are speculative, because I'm gonna guess not many of them. And that's mostly what I read, so there we go. Veronica. Set in 1980s New York. I've not read it, but I was just intrigued. 1004. Nope. Demon Copperhead. Heard of it. Don't know if it's actually one I want to read, although I do love David Copperfield, which I know this is kind of like inspired by, but yeah, I've not read it yet. Heavy. An American memoir. Middlesex. Stay True. No. So it's about two people and they have an unlikely college friendship, and then one of them is brutally murdered. Nickel and dimed on not getting by in America. The Flamethrowers. Nope. Al Qaeda and the Road to 9/11, or The Looming Tower. Nope. 10th of December. I was about to say 10th of Des, and that didn't make sense to me, but 10th of December. Nope. Runaway. No. I feel like I have read something by Alice Munro before. So, Train Dreams. That is a cool cover. But nope. Life After Life. Nope. Oh god, we're at the halfway point and I've only read 2. Trust. I like that cover. I feel like I've seen it before. I think it's just that it reminds me of Ascension. So no, I haven't read it. The Vegetarian, a novel. Okay, that sounds interesting. Persepolis. One that I want to read but haven't got to yet. A Mercy. I have read, I think it's Beloved by Toni Morrison at university, but I've not read this one. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. No, but it is on my TBR. Oh, voted for by Stephen King. That's fun. The Argonauts. Oh, 5th season. This is actually on my TBR, and it's speculative. But I've not gotten to it yet, unfortunately. Oh, we are not looking good, guys, for my book buying. Post-war, A History of Europe since 1945. Nope. A Brief History of 7 Killings. Brief, for a work spanning nearly 700 pages, that word is at best a winky misdirection. That's quite funny. Small Things Like These. Nope. H's for Hawk. Nope. Oh, it's a memoir, apparently. A Visit from the Goon Squad. Nope. The Savage Detectives. Nope. The Years? The Years, yeah. Between the World and Me. Nope. Fun Home, a family tragic comic. I think I've heard of this. Oh, Now Broadway Musical. Okay, that's why I've heard of it. Yeah, it's a graphic memoir of growing up gay and OCD afflicted. Interesting. Citizen, an American lyric. No. Salvage the Bones. No. The Line of Beauty. Nope. Oh, to be the live-in house guest of a wealthy friend. What is this, Saltburn? White Teeth by Zadie Smith. Have I read this? I've seen it around. I need to check. I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Okay, cool. It's a shame, but I was like, have I? No. Sing Unburied Sing. Oh, Jesmyn Wood. I think I'm reading something by her soon. The Last Samurai. Interesting. Not the one that's like Keanu Reeves film, Tom Cruise film. I can't remember what it is. Something else though. This is Cloud Atlas. I've read Cloud Atlas. I love Cloud Atlas. It's so good. I need to like reread it because I'm worried it's not going to hold up now since I read it at university, but I adored it when I read it at university. Okay, 3. Americana. No. Atonement. Did I try and read this, or did I just watch the movie and hated it and dropped it halfway through? I think I only watched the movie, unfortunately. Random Family. Nope. Oh god, we've just hit the quarter. The Overstory. That is a cool cover. I like that. We may never see a poem as lovely as a tree, but a novel about trees. They are both the stealth protagonist and the beating, fine-grained heart of this strange, marvelous book. Okay. Hateship, friendship, courtship, loveship, marriage. That's the title. Alice Munro again. I think she was a favourite of the list, wasn't she? Behind the Beautiful Forevers. Life, Death, and Hope in a Mumbai Undercity. Nope. Evicted. God, there's so much non-fiction. Erasure. Nope. Okay, they made it into a movie. I thought it sounded familiar. Say Nothing? Nope. Lincoln in the Bardo. A father mourns his young son dead of typhoid. A president mourns his country. Okay, so it's about the two of them mourning. The Sellout. This doesn't look like it came out in like the last... Oh, 2015 apparently. It's a satire. Cavalier and Clay. Why have I not heard of any of these books before? Oh, Pachinko. I say that like I've read it. I've not read it. I just have it on my TBR bookcase over there. We're still at 3, guys. We're still at 3. Outline. Nope. Oh, The Road. I've almost picked this up, and every single time I go to pick it up, I just hear everyone say how depressing it is, and it puts me off. So no. The Year of Magical Thinking. No. I was mixing this up with a different book, but I think that's called, like, Magical Overthinking or something. The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. Nope. Gilade. This is based off The Handmaid, right? Possibly? Isn't that where Gilade is from? Nope, apparently not. It's got nothing to do with that. It just sounded like it. Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. No, I've not read it, but I do want to read it. Austerlitz. Oh, we're in the top 10! Oh no! Ugh, The Underground Railroad. No. I can't work out what this is called. 2666. An oasis of horror in a desert of boredom. Oh my god, it's like 900 pages long. Actually sounds quite interesting though. It's just like a bunch of different people all over Mexico from the sound of it, but it sounds quite interesting. The Corrections. Nope. Oh god, here we go. 4. I have not read The Known World. 3. Oh, Wolf Hall. Not read that either. It's on my TBR though. The Warmth of Other Suns is number 2. No, I've not read it. Okay. Number 1. I'm gonna interview My Brilliant Friend. No. Hey, this is like the second book on this list. That's cheating, I think. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. So, I'm allowed to buy 3 more books throughout the rest of the year. That's going to be difficult, but I guess that is what I've committed myself to. So yeah, that's the Times, not the Times, sorry, the New York Times top 100 of the 21st century. That's insane. Like, I have heard of barely any of those books. And I thought there was like some repeating authors and stuff as well. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, the only three that I've read. So yeah, the only books that I've read on this list is two that I didn't even like that much, which was Detransition Baby and oh my god, why have I already forgotten what it's called? On Beauty. I didn't really like either of those, and Cloud Atlas, which I did love. So that's a thing. There we go. I've read 3 of the 100 best books of the 21st century, and now I'm only allowed to buy 3 books for the rest of this year. So yeah, I hope you guys found that fun. I love doing these kind of like random list stuff, I guess. That was quite funny. I've gotta say, not a lot of those books really appealed to me, to be honest. I know in Gavin's video he's basically choosing 5, like, and reading them. I haven't actually watched his video, sorry, at the time we filmed this because I didn't want to get spoiled by what the list was, but I'm gonna go watch it right now and see what he picks to read because I'm actually quite intrigued. And yeah, maybe I will actually find something from the list that I also want to read. There was like a couple that stood out to me, but honestly, not a lot. There was a lot of horror. Not horror. There was a lot of non-fiction and history, and that isn't really my thing. So, yeah, I don't know who they were asking. Who's the top 100? But it was a choice. It was many choices that I'm very confused by. Okay, we're going to do something else really quickly because the New York Times have also released their reader's pick of the 100 best books of the 21st century, and I suspect I've read a lot more of these. Am I allowed to add this to my list? Probably not. We'll see, we'll see. But I only had 3 from the New York Times. Let's see the readers. Okay, Demon Copperhead, no. All the Light We Cannot See, no. Gentleman in Moscow, no. Goldfinch, Pachinko. Educated, Tomorrow, Tomorrow, Tomorrow. My Brilliant Friend, Never Let Me Go. Station 11. A Little Life. The Overstory. The Underground Railroad. Wolf Hall. The Road. Lincoln in the Bardo. Atonement, Middlesex. Americana. Okay, I'm not doing well so far. The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay. Homegoing. Hamnet. The Warmth of Other Suns. Bel Canto. Gilade. The Corrections, Normal People, Cutting for Stone, Say Nothing. I think I tried to read Normal People, by the way, and I got bored. A Visit from the Goons. Circe. Okay, is it bad if I count these? No, I shouldn't count them, should I? But I want to count them. Okay, we'll do a separate list, and then I'll decide at the end if I'm counting them. Okay, so far we've got Circe, Cloud Cuckoo Land, The Book Thief. I read The Book Thief. Cloud Atlas, again. Oh, Covenant Water. That is... I'm reading that in like 2 months, but I've not read it yet. The Year of Magical Overthinking, The Nickel Boys, The Great Believers, Olive Kitteridge, The Kite Runner, Life After Life, The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, Between the World and Me, The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, There, Song of Achilles. I read that. Lessons in Chemistry. No, but I want to. On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. 5. Gone Girl, 6. James, Caste, The Nightingale, Trust, 11/22/63. Braiding Sweetgrass, no, but I have it on audiobook. The Hunger Games, yes, 7 we're at. Small Things Like These, White Teeth, Where the Crawdads Sing, yes. Really enjoyed it, actually. The Dutch House, North Woods, The Sympathizer, The 5th Season, 2666, again, interesting. Evicted, Just Kids, Piranesi. I have it. I haven't read it yet though. So we're still at 7. The Devil in the White City, Killers of the Flower Moon, sorry. Know My Name. I have it on audiobook. I just haven't got to it yet. Sing Unburied Sing, Crying in H Mart. Do want to read that though, by the way. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Ugh, sadly, yes. Clara and the Sun, The Lincoln Highway, Just Mercy, Sapiens. Ooh, Kafka on the Shore. I got halfway through and I DNF'd it. I'm gonna count it. So we're at 10. IQ84, Deacon King Kong, The Immortal Lives of Henrietta Lacks. Interesting that Tom Lake is on here, considering it's quite a new release. Let the Great World Spin, 10th of December, When Breath Becomes Air, Life of Pi. Oh, I have Life of Pi as well, but I haven't read it yet. Girl, Woman, Other, The Plot Against America, The Glass Castle, In the Dream House. I've read Her Body and Other Parties, and I own In the Dream House, but I haven't got to it yet. Project Hail Mary, do want to read that, but haven't got to it yet. Drive Your Plow, Over the Bones of the Dead. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I own it. Haven't actually read it yet though. The Bee Sting. 1,000 Planted Sun, The Vanishing Half. My Year of Rest and Relaxation, I have read that. I didn't really like it. So we're at 11. Shuggy Bane, Empire of Pain, and A Man Called Ove. Whew, or Uwe, sorry, I think it's actually pronounced Uwe. And they changed it for the film. So, I've read 3 of the New York Times, and I've read 11 of what the readers voted for, which checks out. I am going to stick with my original thing. I'm not going to count these 11. I am going to stick to, I'm only allowed to buy 3 books. So, yeah, that was fun. That's it, I guess. As always, stay safe, stay cozy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.